Let's see, what are your predictions? Put them here in the chat. Let's get things rolling. Over on the blue side is going to be BBU Cryptic. Over on the orange side, sorry about that. Over on the orange side, we've got the Dayton Red Flyers. So here we go, 3v3 Tier 2 play underway here. Both teams looking for their first series win of the season. And it's going to be into the BBU zone pretty early. Big Sosa's there, gets blocked by Speaker Crink. Push Lemming goes for the shot. It's going to be just around the post. Load of bricks sends this one around. A good setup. Lemming's going to wait and see where Sosa's going to go with this. Good 50. It's going to go back over to Enabled. Is able to get in there. Sosa put in a little bit of an awkward spot. Good move by Big Elite. Able to get in there. Takes a 50. It's going to go back to Sosa, but he's actually going to decide to back off. He lets Load of Bricks take the shot opportunity. Nothing really coming for it. So early on in this match is a battle of possession. This one right there. Big save by Push Lemming as it was pinched off the post by Enable. Good angle, good play. And a demo here going to try and throw off the rotation of the defense. Enable takes a pass to the middle. Elite goes for it, decides against. We got Secret Crink. No boost, though, unfortunately. Now Big Elite trying to get some air control. Doesn't have a lot of boost to play with. Sent down the other way by Load of Bricks. And we're through the first minute. No score on the board early. But right now, it's been a lot of really good pressure coming out from the Dayton Red Flyers. Pinch from the corner goes across the other way. Push Lemming tries to read that one. Misses it. So here comes a race to it. Load of Bricks wins it. Enable up. Tries to send it upfield. But it's not going to get to one of his teammates. Push Lemming is there. Good pass to Load of Bricks. Makes contact. It's going to be in the corner. And it's going to be Secret Crink sending it back to the middle. Enable able to get up for that one. It's going to be a nice shot downfield, but Push Lemming, uncontested, is able to at least get control of it. No boost. Is going to head it downfield. Put some pressure on BBU once more. As this one gets a little bit of an assistance there as Push Lemming gets a big bump. And now Sosa trying to clear it out of their zone. And BBU doing a really good job on defense, limiting the shot opportunities, trying to force the ball into the corners. Right now, Dayton just keeps upping that pressure, getting closer and closer to that front of the net. Load of Bricks is going to send this one right down. It's not going to go far, but Push Lemming is there. Good pop. It's going to be Secret Crink going up. Can't get there. And sent back to the midfield. Sosa takes the 50. You can't really clear it out. So right now, we're approaching halfway, still scoreless. And these teams really showing why they've sent each series to Game 5 so far. Shot by Big Elite is going to be saved by Secret Crink. Push Lemming can't head upfield with it, but Crink is going to come in there, trying to send it downfield. Gets a demo on Enable, so it's going to limit what they can do on the offensive end. You see Big Elite thought about it, decides to hold back on it because doesn't want to throw his team out of position. Sosa stepping on in, and now Enable's going to try and make a move. Takes that big pinch off of Load of Bricks, and so that forces BBU to have to retreat here. Sosa avoids a demo, very skillfully there. It's going to be Elite, takes that touch. Sends downfield. Lemming should be able to control this. Not a great one. Shot by Enable. Big save by Load of Bricks, saving this one from becoming a 1-0 game. This might come down to just one goal at this point as we cross the 2-minute mark. Still nothing on the board for either side. Enable has a good pass opportunity, but good read. Never mind. Hang on. Almost gets that shot to bounce in. A push leads to a goal by Sosa. What a bump there in the back of the net. Enable really stepping up. You can see right there, he comes down, gets Crink, leaves the net wide open for Sosa to step in. It prevented that 50 from happening. So our first goal on the board from BBU Cryptic. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, you look at the shot totals, it doesn't seem like BBU has the advantage, but they have a total of 7 shots to only 1 right now for the Dayton Flyers. Make it 2 now as the Flyers try to get another shot on. But it gets stopped once more. Big Elite going for the solo play. He gets both. What a phenomenal move there. Takes a slow play here. Gets a good pop, gets around one, and then just goes for a little fake. Catches Crink in a little bit of an awkward spot. You saw him do the little wiggle there trying to decide if he wants to commit or wait and stay in net. Had somebody behind, but just a good move there to be able to get the goal. And Cryptic now quickly up 2 in a matter of just about 30 seconds. A big demo coming out from Sosa. It's going to come back to the midfield. Enable. Will he be able to get in there for the ball? Instead, it's going to be the defense stepping up from Dayton. Sosa again going for a solo play. It's not going to get through that time. They see through it this time. enabled into the air. Goes for the air dribble, loses control, but it's going to be sent off the back wall. A little bit of an awkward spot here for the defense. Sosa steps in, takes a pinch, can't get the block, and so Push Lemming going to try and send it downfield. Still chance for a comeback here with less than a minute to go. Load of Bricks picks up the ball, gets a flick around one, trying to get around another, can't do it. Pass back from Elite. Back to Enable. He goes around Push Lemming, going for the ground pinch. Can't get that one. It's wide open in front of the net, but Crink will get in. Now 30 seconds remaining. Still 2-0 here for BBU Cryptic. They're going to see if they can extend it to 3 as Elite trying to see what he can do on the offensive end. Enable shot low. Bricks is there. Crink sends this way downfield, but Elite will be able to take control. Sends it around, and this is going to be a big kill here with 15 seconds to go. Nobody down on the defensive end. And, the post comes into play, but it actually works as an assist. Enable will step in and make that goal. But that was just a matter of Dayton going all in, trying to see if they could push upfield, and it ended up falling apart. 3-0 now for BBU. So with 9 seconds left to go, BBU standing on strong for this one for the first game. But like I said earlier, both these teams have sent both of their matches so far to Game 5. So these guys know what it takes to win a long round here in the LOS Champs, especially in Tier 2. Ball is up, and they're going to keep going with it. It hits the ground. BBU Cryptic takes game number 1. So after game 1, I mean, one thing, and to kind of quote Tanker here, game 1, yes, it matters, but it kind of doesn't, because you focus game 1 trying to set your strategy. You go to see what the other team has to offer, what their plan of attack is, what they can do. And so we saw there, BBU Cryptic played it a little slow at the beginning. They kind of let Dayton come at them. It was game of possession, neither team really going all in. But then after we crossed it, was about the 2-minute mark, you saw BBU Cryptic, they kicked up the aggressiveness. They pushed the tempo a little bit more, and that's whenever they started catching Dayton sleeping a little bit. I mean, you take a look at the shot totals, 12 shots to 2 in favor of BBU. That is a huge number to have, and it's not very often you see teams outshoot that much. But we'll see if that's going to change here in game number 2. We'll see if BBU is going to keep rolling stronger, if Dayton's going to have a counterattack for it. Both teams ready, quick to ready up there, so trying to keep that momentum going. It seems like early on, off the kickoff, it goes to Dayton here. Brink gets bumped off the ball, so Push Lemming has to take a shot, and not sure what happened there to Sosa. He went up for it, but just kind of got stuck in the air. Yeah, the momentum of the car did not seem to want to go with him, and so Push Lemming gets a nice quick goal here. First one of the series for the Dayton Red Flyers. And it's a quick one, only 11 seconds into game number 2. So not a bad way to come back after getting shut out in game number 1. Elite, good flick off the back wall. It's going to be a shot opportunity by Enable. And just like that, 6 seconds off the clock, and we've got a tied 1-1 game. And a good move by Big Elite. Literally, I think it was 7 boost, but next to nothing. Is able to make the most of it. Surprising that nobody challenged from Dayton, because there was somebody on the far post ready to step in, and maybe a breakdown in communication, but nonetheless, a quick response for BBU. Sosa's going to be on the ball. No boost to work with, though, so Push Lemming's going to send this one way out to the side. Going all in here on the offensive end. Crink shot in the crossbar, makes a big save there. Sends it aside. Sosa goes for the flick, gets a round load of bricks. Full of plays, and I apologize. My connection now, all of a sudden, not working too great. I got the disconnect symbol, so I did not see what happened there on the play. But Big Elite steps in, takes advantage of a bit of a soft touch in front of the net, puts it in the back of the net. So it is now 2-1 BBU Cryptic. So after that really quick first goal, 2 unanswered, looking to maybe make it 3 off the kickoff. Sosa wins that 50. It's going to go past Push Lemming. Shot by Sosa. Big save. It's going to be another one right there. And Load of Bricks could only get one. They couldn't get the other. He tried so hard, but the way that he got stuck in the net left him in a terrible spot. Just couldn't get that car to turn around. So 3 unanswered goals in a matter of 40 seconds for BBU Cryptic. What a quick jump for them. It took them about 4.5 minutes to get 3, and they get another one off the kickoff. Big Elite with the elite play here coming all the way from his own end. Great control. Just gets that extra touch to get around a load of bricks. Load of bricks did exactly what he needed to. It was going right where the ball was headed, but that last touch was just enough to get around. And so now, 1 minute off the clock. I mean, we have 4-1 on the board. We got 3-0 at the end of game number 1. But if you're on the Dayton side, you have plenty of time to try and mount a comeback. You have to find a way to slow down this aerial play. It seems to be the way BBU Cryptic is going right now. They've got some really strong aerials. They've had strong solo plays really as a whole, but another pass here from Big Elite to Sosa. And he's going to get a phenomenal shot there to sneak it in on the near post. And a way to make use of the last flip there, push Lemming, try to see what he could do. He ended up backing up, and that killed his position, as you could see. He tried to use any momentum he had, but had basically none because he came to a standing stop. And so now 5-1 for BBU. Cryptic, another shot, trying to make it 6-1, and Nabel can't get that one through. Sosa takes it up. Pass down from Bricks to Crink. Good little fake there. Takes that 50. That gives him a chance to have possession here. Lemming comes in. Not going to be able to make it as Big Elite wins it. Load of Bricks, though, in a great position. And Enable will be able to get that off and send it way downfield. So Crink out of their own zone here. Trying to see if they can get anything going. Right now, it seems like this is all BBU after that first quick goal from Dayton. Sosa's going to take control off the corner. Takes that 50. Enable with a big shot. Load of bricks. Good save off the back wall, but it's going to be another shot opportunity by Enable. Lemming gets there. Can they clear it out? No. Sosa steps in. It's set up off the tee, and it's going to be a 6-1 lead here for BBU Cryptic as we're approaching halftime in game number 2. And just good attack here from BBU. They are just upping the aggression more and more with every single goal that comes through. Not really giving Dayton any room to breathe, as you saw Sosa just dive in right on that play and jump any attempt for a clear. Lemming with a decent shot attempt there. Goes wide, though, unfortunately. Crink off the corner. Shot by Load of Bricks. That one almost sneaks its way through. Big save by Sosa. Coming in as the last man. Shot off the corner. It's going to be Crink getting a demo. Here comes Load of Bricks. Has a big play to make, but Elite is there for the save. A lot of net to try and shoot at, but ended up shooting it almost where he was at. Elite gets the touch. It's going to be wide open down the other way. Crink, it's there, but Sosa swoops in. Another big save for him, and that is 2 saves for Sosa here, as well as the 2 goals and 2 assists that they've racked up. Lemming is going to send this one out from their end over to Crink, but it's not going to get there. This one slow played here by Sosa, just trying to kill some clock as they get past the 2-minute mark. Load of bricks, tries to take a shot. Will be able to sneak that one through. And so we're back on the board again for the Dayton Red Flyers, able to sneak that one just over the nose of Elite. So 6-2 now, your score still in favor of BBU Cryptic. A dominant second game. They had 6 unanswered goals up to that point. And they came in a variety of ways. But we'll see if the momentum now has started to shift over to the Dayton Red Flyers side. Push Lemming. Going to try and take control. Passes this one off the sidewall. Nobody there. Load of bricks. Big clear. Sosa's there. Good block, though. It's going to be an opportunity for Lemming to move on in. Going to try and push this one. Can't get it through. And it's going to be Crink. Big stop. Lemming's going to have to make a move on it. He sees Load of bricks. Pass into the corner. Good team play here, but Sosa is going to intercept the pass. And these big passes from the Dayton Red Flyers, they look real good, but the problem is because of how far and spread out they are, it's making it easy for BBU to read. And they're able to intercept it. Oh, man, the Goomba Stomp almost led to a goal there on the BBU side. Good solo play by Crink, gets through the defense. And great transition play here from the Seeker. Crink gets around enabled, runs almost out of boost, and is just able to get that little flip over Big Elite. And it's almost like deja vu. We saw a similar play from Sosa over in game number 1. So now 2 straight goals for the Dayton Red Flyers. 55 seconds remaining. 3 goals is a tall order, but it's been done before in less than a minute. But they've got to get possession. Big Elite with control. And that's what they need if they want to try and just walk away without any more goals given up, is to take possession and just take control of the game from here. It's going to be Push Lemming taking control, trying to send this one out, but Big Elite again, swooping on in. We saw a little bit of a let up there from BBU, and now all of a sudden they picked up the pace once more. As you see him high flying here, Enabled gets in. They're not giving anybody a chance on the Dayton Red Flyers to get the ball out. They're challenging every single ball that is touched by the orange side. Enable sends this one downfield. It's going to be Big Elite. Tries to get that ball out. Can't do it. Here comes Secret Crane. Can they get one more for the road here? Taking 2 goals in the second half of the game. Definitely not a bad way to end what could have been a really detrimental game on the scoreboard. But 6-3 looks a whole lot better than 6-1. But BBU Cryptic again, just dominating this game. Shot total is a lot more even in this one. Dayton Flyers definitely had a lot more shot opportunities. But over on the BBU Cryptic side, they just did a phenomenal job getting out early, just jumping on top of every opportunity that was given. And one thing that was a lot different than we saw in game number 1, we started to see it towards the end of 1, but one thing that was a lot different was we saw a lot of solo plays. We saw solo opportunities, we saw aerials, we saw air dribbles, a lot of different plays, a lot of different approaches from BBU Cryptic, and it makes it tough on a defense to be able to defend that, and that's one thing we saw from the Flyers. Trying to see if they could step up, trying to see if they could prevent some of those solo plays, but then you get situations where, hey, you've got one guy in net, but you've got 2 guys coming up because this play is going to be challenged or it's going to be off the back wall. You have to be able to stop both players, and unless you've got somebody rotating back, you'd put you in a really awkward situation. And we saw a couple of those goals come from that. So we'll see game number 3. Will BBU Cryptic be able to get the sweep? Or are we going to see the Dayton Red Flyers at least mount the start of a comeback? They've got a lot going up against them right now, being outscored a total of 9-3 through 2 games. But like I said at the beginning of this series, both teams have sent both series they've been in to 5 games. So both teams have a lot of iron will. They've got a lot of clutch in them. We'll see if they can get it going, though. Sosa heading downfield, and we see BBU Cryptic doing a lot of what they've done really well. Solo plays, just getting the ball downfield in a quick fashion. Load of bricks, good push. Off the back wall, nothing coming from that one. Ball sent way down to the orange end, and Push Lemming tries to get this one out. Doesn't get a great touch. Elite takes control. Gonna at least try and make the defense scramble a bit. Secret Crane can't get that one out. Enable keeps this one down in the corner. A load of bricks. Big bump there by Enable. Elite sends this one across to Enable. He's there. Off the back wall. It's gonna be a shot by Sosa. Big save off the post. The post stepping up as the 4th defender. Push Lemming coming through off the corner. Big send, trying to see if they can catch BBU off guard. Big fast shot off the post again the other way. And the post stepping up on both sides. Here is the 4th defender. And it's going to be Sosa slowing this one down. Takes that 50. Big Elite shot. It's a big save there by Crink. And you can tell the defense a lot more organized here from the Dayton Flyers so far in game number 3. And this is something we did not see as much of in game number 2, as we saw BBU Cryptic really just get all over the offensive end. They were all over the corners, trying to get the boost off the back wall. Not really giving Dayton Flyers any room to breathe. Double commit here from BBU. Really interesting. Can Dayton capitalize? They're a little all over the place themselves. This one almost right into the nose of Big Elite. Would have been a big mistake if that had happened. Enable will send this one down back to himself, trying to get that second touch to send it into Dayton territory. Not able to. Good block by Load of Bricks. Sosa with a big save. Push Lemming had a good open look, but Sosa gets in at the last second. Crink solo play. Flicks. It's going to be off the side wall. Back to Lemming it goes. Takes slow touch. It's going to be Enabled stepping in off the back wall, but they get 2 players to go. Crink backing out of that one. Interesting call. He had an opportunity. He looked like he had space too, but they're going to set up the team play. Load of Bricks trying to send that one down to Crink. Not going to get there. This one wraps around. And it's going to be a shot just off the post by Enable. Sosa steps in as both defenders trying to rush onto the ball. And I think it came off of Push Lemming. He was trying to get this one out. Had some control, but just not enough of a touch. And so the first goal on the board here, just as we pass halftime, 1-0 BBU Cryptic. And that right now stands as match point. Off the kickoff, it's going to go back to the BBU zone. Crink and Lemming both going for the same ball. Not going to be able to do anything with it. Leap shot is wide. Load of bricks sends that one off. And some team bumps coming out there on the Dayton side. And so Dayton trying to see if they can get things moving, picking up the pace. And a little bit of mistakes coming out on the defensive end for them. It hasn't led to another goal yet. But hopefully they can clean things up here as we cross the 2-minute mark. It's a shot going to be right in front of the net. Sosa is going to take control and step up and send that one out. Load of bricks sends it across the net. Crink's going to try and make a play on it. As Elite will send this one around the corner. Good bounce here. Enable will make contact. Load of bricks full retreat here as he's going to have to take control. Pass over to Push Lemming. But now it's going to be control for Elite and BBU Cryptic trying to see if they can set up a team play and extend this lead past one, because one definitely not a safe lead after what we saw in game number 2. Push Lemming sends that one up. It's a shot opportunity by Elite, but defenders are there and ready to attack. Load of bricks sends that one a little bit out, but a shot here right on the goal line by Big Elite. Now it's 2v1 here for Crink. Tries to get past one. It's going to go around the sidewall off that pinch. Sending that big corner pinch. Not really a lot of gap there. Nobody there on the offensive end, though. Load of bricks sends it back wall. Good wait by Enable. Great patience to be able to see where that one is going and take control of it. And the more control touches the BBU Cryptic can take, the better. It's going to kill more clock, but you can't get complacent with a 1-goal lead and only 40 seconds left. Push Lemming. A big whiff there on that one. And that is a huge missed opportunity. Good pass back, though. Load of bricks off the back wall. Sosa takes control of it. Wide open downfield. Crink trying to get back is going to pinch that to the corner. Now 20 seconds remaining. And they're trying to avoid the sweep, but the shot from Elite off the corner is going to be right in the middle of the net. 20 seconds remaining. 2-0. And Cryptic has just been dominant this whole series. Looking to hold off that last push here. If Dayton can get a goal, they've got to do it quick. Off the kickoff, it's going to be sidewall. Sosa. Good touch by Bricks. Here comes Crink. Not able to get that one out. Sosa stops this one midfield. Elite. All he has to do is kill this, and that's going to be the match. BBU Cryptic. First time not going to game number 5, and I'm sure that's going to feel great on their end. Great series by BBU Cryptic. Phenomenal 2 shutouts against a team that has done, obviously, very well. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten a match win so far, but the fact they've pushed both series in weeks 1 and 2 to game 5 obviously shows they've got something to fight for. Doing really well here tonight, but unfortunately, Dayton Flyers take the loss. But BBU Cryptic, phenomenal performance for them, and you could see Dayton Flyers really had a big change in their strategy of game number 3. They picked up the pace. They were being a lot more aggressive, kind of taking a page out of BBU Cryptic's book. But then all of a sudden there, once we got around halftime, you saw BBU Cryptic start to get things back into their wheelhouse. They started going for the aerial plays. You saw some more solo opportunities. The defense on Dayton started to get a little bit more discombobulated, a little bit less organized, really, is what it was. But BBU Cryptic able to capitalize on it. So right now, we're waiting to see if we are going to have an interview here from one of the BBU Cryptic members. But a big win for them, and that's going to definitely feel good on their end. And I'm looking at the chat here, we see Cintron looking, he's pretty happy about that win there for the BBU side, and I'm sure Dillybar is as well. But while we do have a moment waiting for a possible interview, just want to let you guys know our next match coming up at 9 p.m. So when we do end up going for break, make sure you stick around because we have a really good one coming up for you. Both teams have yet to take a game loss all season long. We have NOLA Flight Smoke and taking on the Muffin Men, and that's going to be a tier 4 2v2 matchup. And it doesn't seem like we're going to have an interview, unfortunately. Nobody from BBU Cryptic wanting to join us. So we're going to get ready to go to a break. Before we do, I just want to remind you that our match tonight, or not our match, our stream in the league is sponsored by SkillQuest. And if you don't know what SkillQuest is, make sure you use the command !SkillQuest for more info. But SkillQuest, if you're looking to get into any sort of programming, they've got a very interesting way to get involved with that. you can sign up over on their website. And they have a competition that they're going to have going on here in the fall, and where you can learn how to do programming. They have classes and courses and all sorts of things to teach you the ropes. So you need zero experience whatsoever, and you get to learn programming by creating your own Rocket League bot. I mean, what can be more fun than that? Really interesting way to get into the programming world. And throughout the summer, there are going to be so many different cash prizes and prizes galore. And so make sure you go on over, check out SkillQuest, and let them know that League OS sent you. So we're going to head on to a break. It's going to be a little bit of a longer break since this series was a quicker one. But join us back around 9 o'clock. We'll be here with our next matchup between NOLA Flight and the Muffin Men.